7:03, I'm going to call the meeting to order. Where am I? Today is Thursday, October 10th, 2024. This is also on Zoom. The meeting ID number is 824-4554-4057. The passcode is 542829. Somebody say something?
Oh,
No?
Corinne's on the,
Okay.
on Zoom.
Three.
Okay. What's that? I gotta read this. The Zoom chat will not be monitored. Participants who wish to speak must raise the hand icon until the chair asks them to unmute. Note this meeting is being recorded for live broadcast and televised, replayed by the Bourne TV. If anyone is audio or visually recording in this room, please acknowledge at this time. Seeing none, we'll move along. Agenda items, meeting minutes of August 13th and 9/12. We'll start with August 13th.
Mr. Chairman, they look complete and accurate. Move they be adopted as drafted.
Second that.
Motion made by Doc, second by Jim. Any other comments? No? Roll call vote. Corinne? Yeah, I have to unmute.
She's working on
Okay. Amanda?
Yes.
Catherine?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Liz?
it. Yes.
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 Thank you, Corinne. And chair votes yes. Okay. Next on the agenda is the meeting minutes of September 12th.
Mr. Chair, they look correct, and I move that we accept them as presented.
Second.
Motion made in second. Any comments from anybody else on the board? Seeing, hearing none. Go roll call. Again, Corinne.
Yes.
There we go. Amanda.
Yes.
Catherine.
Yes.
Thank you. John.
Yes.
Liz.
Yes.
Jim.
Yes. Yes.
Doc, yes.
Abstain.
And Dan abstains because he was not present that night. And the chair votes yes. That's the end of that. The only other thing I forgot to remind everybody is if you have a cell phone, make sure it's on silent. Okay, we're going to move right along to our long, extensive agenda, which would be the application for a site plan review of special permit, number 7 of 2024, number 2 Bourne Rotary, map 24, parcel 7. The application is to construct a 142-unit storage facility. Sir, you have to come up to the lectern, please. Introduce yourself. You could just give them to the, and we'll pass them around. Yeah.
Thank you.
My name is Richard D. Benedictus. I'm the engineer for Webby Engineering. And we have here a project that, for a client that I've had for quite a few years. And he wanted to do this a few years ago, but now he's brought it forward. He owns the Dunkin' Donuts, he owns the property for Dunkin' Donuts. He doesn't own the Dunkin' Donuts itself. And this is a property that has about 3.5 acres on it. And it's, we're looking at it as being a possibility under the multiple building section of the bylaws of the town of Bourne. And so we've created, and we'll show you, there's 7 sheets involved. I believe you have probably the 11 by 17 copy of it. So we're looking at this, and we show you the, let me pull this over a little bit. We'll show you, it's kind of a large locus to show you the whole area. We're obviously just off the Rotary. It's called 2 Bourne Rotary as an address. And the first sheet obviously gives you some criteria having to do with the the zoning issues and the amount of acreage, and also the 142 units that you already identified. And basically, that's kind of self-explanatory, so I'll go to the second sheet. The second sheet is just the existing conditions of the site. This was originally 2 properties. There was basically a property line coming almost in the middle of this. What we're looking at is developing this piece over here. And we'll show you on the last sheet, or you'll see it on the last sheet, that we meet all the setback requirements under the multiple building use situation, where we actually have the setbacks for both operations or developments, which neither one interferes with the other one. That was kind of the criteria of the multiple buildings development. So this is pretty much shown on here. And obviously, this is the connector road that goes to the rotary, and here's the road that goes behind us on the canal side. One of the things we did, or the primary thing we did, was try to develop something that would have the least impact on this whole neighborhood. You see by the assessor's certified abutters list that basically there's really only like 3 butters. One of the butters is there for 3 different properties, but I believe the total amount is only 3 different properties. And the nearest house is down the road on Sandwich Road, but we don't interfere with that. And obviously, we're right next to the bridge and the rotary. Let me just go to the next page. This shows you the proposed utility plan, which shows you the development also. Basically, we're taking our water from a Watergate situation right in front of the Dunkin' Donuts, on the Dunkin' Donuts property, and we're taking our power from a pole that's right in this area right here on the Dunkin' Donuts section of the property. And of course, Mr. Roberts owns both pieces. So we're bringing our utilities in from there. Up here, we have 3 major leaching fields that were originally designed. In fact, I designed it a number of years ago for what was at that time the IHOP that was here. And so it had a lot of seatings and all that. It's kind of big for the Dunkin' Donuts. The Dunkin' Donuts doesn't really have that kind of flow coming to it. The tanks, there's a septic tank in this area here, and there's basically a distribution tank that we designed kind of differently. We don't have pumps. We actually have, since we have a relatively high elevation compared to the leaching area, we put in something that the DEP approved because the town asked for their opinion. Basically, it's operated by solenoid valves, so we don't have pumps, which means we haven't had to replace pumps over I believe it's probably been 15 to 20 years now. So it's something we developed because we felt we have the head that's required for dosing, and at this time, dosing was required. We had to develop dosing just from the height on the hill. This is a very steep slope coming down there. Now, we're only going to add, it's only an office for 1 person, and it won't be 24 hours, of course. It'll just be a regular shift. So it's only adding about 65 gallons onto a system which is probably 4 times the size of what is needed for Dunkin' Donuts. So we don't really deal with that, knowing that we're going right into the septic tank right from the office, which is only about 20 or 30 feet away. This sheet also shows an idea of what we're going to develop. Really all it shows is a basic storage facility with a slanted roof. My client wants to have the slanted roof rather than a flat roof. So we're going to be developing something like this. We haven't shown the on the actual drawings here, we haven't shown the lighting, but it's pretty much here, it's gonna be maybe 25, 30 feet apart. We still have some questions, what kind of lighting we're gonna have, whether it's gonna be motion detected or a timer. So we're gonna be talking to somebody about that.
Sir, can you hold on a second?
Sure.
Corinne?
Yeah, point of order. I was assigned this project, and when I met with the planning department, it was determined that this was a mandatory referral to the Cape Cod Commission. So I'm kind of confused as why we're doing a presentation.
Well, the actual, yeah, we're aware of that. We became aware of it thanks to town planner.
Okay.
That's a 10,000 square foot situation. But in accordance with the enabling regulations of the commission, is we present it to the planning board, and the planning board refers it to the commission, and that's the way we're presenting it here. So it actually says in their enabling regulations, this is how we're supposed to do it.
Goes to the planning board first, and then, Corinne, go
Yeah,
ahead.
it goes, excuse me, but it goes to the planning board first, but under the parameters of why it's a mandatory referral. And then the board determines, yes, it's a mandatory referral, then refers it, or no, it's not, and then they continue to review it. At this point, the total project could change, so if it hasn't been revised, the only thing that should be before the planning board right now should a mandatory referral be completed.
I concur. I believe you're right.
Okay, it really doesn't say that in the enabling regulations, so whatever you have to do, you do. So we assume that we make the presentation, it goes to the commission. We basically designed it so it doesn't have an impact, but we know that it has to go to the commission. So I don't disagree with that. If you don't want me to do a presentation, I don't have to, I suppose. It's up to you. I thought it would be a good idea for the town to understand
I
what
think we
we're
have the
doing.
plans in front of us. I think we have an idea what's going on. I think we'll let the commission do their thing, and then we'll review it afterwards. Because we could have a hearing tonight, you could present certain things, it goes down there, they change things around, then we have to have the whole thing done again here.
Yeah.
And that's just redundancy that we don't need to
Yeah,
deal with.
since I haven't been through this, doing this dual presentation before, whatever the planning board decides is fine.
Okay.
I know we had to come here at least to start off.
Well, and
Right.
it's good to have all this. I mean, this is good. Yeah.
Okay, Corinne, do you want to make a motion on it?
Yeah, as far as him making a presentation, I think if we find out why it's going to be mandatory so that the board understand what the trigger was that made it mandatory, then the motion would include why it would be mandatory. So if he can give us what is the gross square footage of this project, which I believe triggers the Cape Cod Commission, if we can confirm that tonight, then we can take a vote to do the referral.
I believe you're correct, Corinne. I believe this project is over 10,000 square feet, and that is a mandatory referral.
Right, it's 142 units. Each unit is 10 by 10, so it's 100 times 142, so it's 14,200 square feet. So yes, it is.
Well over.
So it's definitely commission bound, so.
Yes.
Corinne, do you want to make a motion that we,
Yes, I make a motion that we refer this project, I forget the address, sorry.
to Bourne Rotary?
Yeah, to Bourne Rotary to the Cape Cod Commission as a mandatory referral because of the gross square footage exceeds 10,000 square feet.
Second.
Motion by Corinne, second by Jim and Dan. We'll have a roll call vote. Amanda?
Discussion on the discussion.
Any discussion on it, on the mandatory referral? No? Okay.
Yes.
Amanda, yes. Catherine?
Yes.
Corinne?
Yes?
John?
Yes.
Liz?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Doc?
Yes.
Dan?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. So we'll let this go to the Cape Cod Commission, and then we'll come back and we'll
Okay,
vote.
if you could just enlighten me and tell me what we should be doing from this point. Is it just the planning board's gonna refer it, or do we have to do something?
Mr. Chairman?
Yeah.
Yeah, we will do the DRI referral form, so we'll fill it out, we send it to the commission, and then the commission gives back a receipt of that they received it, and then they will contact you directly.
Okay, is there a fee associated with that referral?
Yes, they come up with a fee.
Okay, they will
It's-
give us that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to take this back?
Yeah.
You've already got the
We've
sets of
got it,
plans, yeah.
we've got it in large form. I appreciate the,
Okay. And I think they have a time period, I think it was 45 days, they have to have a hearing, and 21 days to make a decision and
Right.
all that, and then it comes back. Probably back to
that's
you.
the way it's supposed to work.
Okay. Something like that.
It doesn't always work that way, but the mandatory referral is obvious, so. And I think Corinne was right to, why have a presentation on something that could be changed by the commission?
Yeah, one of the reasons I was going to do the presentation was to show you that it doesn't have any impact, but I'd have to do that with the commission anyways.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's whatever you people decide is fine. Okay, well, thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Just so you know, we can't make it any easier what the commission approves. We can only make it more stringent. So whatever they come up with, we have to live with that or make it tighter.
Yeah,
Just so you have an idea.
at that point, we'll make the argument of not having impact based on what they're saying. I mean,
Right. Yeah.
yeah, well, we feel pretty strongly that we've covered all the issues, but, one of the facts just to mention is we're not using the road, we're not using the connected road at all. We're coming in from the back.
Sandwich.
So, and the driveway that goes into the Dunkin' Donuts, there will be emergency entrance only for police and fire at that end. There won't be any exit coming from the site. So that was one of the main things on that issue.
So we saw that in your
Right.
And there's a gate,
documentations.
and I
Right.
noticed there was a gate.
Yeah, it was a gate, and the gate was gonna be operated by the police and the fire with a code and all that.
And,
Understood.
And we did meet with several agency people and Deputy Chief Palonzi, I think it is.
Okay, well, now
I
he's the chief.
indicated that they use a key rather than a
Yeah,
remote. Sometimes we've had gates on other projects, and people, they like to have remotes, but you're using a certain kind of a key that will obviously provide.
Yep.
Basically, and we also had the gate for the Bourne School that was supposed to be operated by
Sorry.
either police or the fire clicking their microphone in their vehicle, and that would unlock the gate, and it never worked.
Okay, well, that's probably why he's asking for the
Right.
regular key.
Yeah, a key is much better, so.
Okay.
Okay, well, good luck with the Cape Cod Commission. Enjoy the ride.
I haven't had to deal with it in many years, but.
Well, they've become a little bit easier, but I won't say they're very easy, so.
On the vineyard, when you had the Mary Beach situation.
No. Different commission.
A whole nother story.
Okay.
Complicated.
Right, okay, good luck,
Okay,
sir.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
Mr.
I'll
Chair, is
entertain
that
a
your
moment.
With
tripod?
nothing left on the,
No, that's ours. Oh, is that
with
your?
nothing left on the agenda, I'd make a motion to adjourn.
Motion to
Second.
adjourn, second. Roll call, Corinne,
Yes.
Amanda,
Yes.
Catherine,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Liz,
Yes.
Jim.
Yes.
Doc. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Chair votes yes, we are adjourned. Thanks for coming.